what direction?
Counterclockwise.
Counterclockwise. These are a little bit easier because they're all in the same quadrant. So look at A, B, C. That is all in the the positive, negative. If I rotate that 90 degrees counterclockwise, where is it going?
To the right. Just left.
So it's going up to the what?
Left. The top.
Yes, going to the positive, positive. So I'm going to make a note for myself. All of these should be positive, positive. Did everybody understand that process? Yeah. First thing I want to do, and I should have done that already, is go ahead and label my quadrants. So this is the negative, positive. This is the negative, negative. So I can quickly do that. I just switch my numbers. So 1 and 2 is now going to be 2 and 1, and they're both positive. I know that we want them in the positives. B prime would be what? Jemiah, why don't you try that one? I'm going to flip my point. So this is a reference sheet for you guys, so make sure you're making notes. For the 90s, we switch X and Y. Sorry, I can't talk. So go ahead and try this one. We want to flip the point, and it should be positive, positive.
3, 7.
Thank you, Jemiah. 3, 7. Jemiah, why don't you try the last one?
7, 5.
Very good. Positive 7, positive 5. And I'm going to go through and graph that. So 2, 1 is A prime. 3, 7 is B prime. And 7, 5 is C prime. So they should be the same size and shape, just rotated 90 degrees counterclockwise. I'll let you guys do that next one on your own. That should say triangle DEF. If I'm rotating this triangle 90 degrees counterclockwise, where's it going to end up? Where's counterclockwise?
Negative.
To the left, right? So it should all be negative, negative. So I'm going to make a note up above. Those are all going to be negatives. So go ahead and just flip your points there and graph it. And I'll pause the video. There we go.
Right there.
Where?
On the.
Okay, look at the whole right-hand side of your paper. You'll notice these are all the same pre-images for every example. What did we say about positive 270, which is counterclockwise, and negative 90 degrees, which is clockwise? I heard someone say it. They're the same thing, right? So I want you to put a big X through 270. That would just be doing the same process as negative 90, so we're going to do negative 90. So make sure we know this is the same as negative 90. So you can do negative 90 degrees clockwise is the same thing as a positive 270 degrees counterclockwise. So we're going to skip that because it's a little repetitive. So clockwise means we're going to be going to the right. So let's look at that one. So just put a big X through 270 and then let's look at negative 90. Same pre-images, but now we're going to the right. So this is clockwise or to the right. So I'll pause here and let you guys do this one on your own. But first thing you always want to do for this is label your quadrant. So take a second, label positive, positive, negative, positive, negative, negative, positive, negative. I know that seems really unimportant, but it really helps in the long run. So think if I'm moving to the right, 1 space, right, 1 space, where am I going to land? So go ahead and work with your partner through that one. I'll pause here. But go ahead and double check your answers with mine. I did not graph mine, but you do need to graph yours. They should be the same shape and size. Which question, Michelle?
Yes, question.
Yes.
It said rotate. Rotate less than 90 is ABC. So ABC is the last range.
You just had to pay it. So this was it. Just kind of ignore that. DEF is right here.
Oh, okay.
So maybe you just missed that part. So DEF should have ended up in the positive, positive, and then ABC should have ended up in the negative, negative. So you switch your X and Y. Again, this is your reference sheet, so make helpful notes. Switch X and Y. Let's write a rule for that. So we know we've switched X and Y, but which variable or which number changed? My X value or my Y value?
Your Y value.
My y value stayed a -2.
Oh.
My x value changed. So how would I write that in rule form? Pretend like you didn't do that. You flip it, so it should be yx, and then I'm changing the sign of my x. So there's your rule.
So what is that? Okay.
So 180s are my favorite because they're the easiest. So let's go through those.
Alright. What's the rule?
Y negative x. Okay, track me please, we're almost done. 180s are the easiest, I think, because you just do the opposite. So we're going to do opposite signs here. You are not switching anymore, so don't get that confused. You do the opposite signs.
Wait, we're not switching the.
You're not switching x and y anymore. No more switching. That only applies to the 90s, negative and positive.
Oh.
For 180, we go opposite, right? If I turn 180 degrees, where would I be facing?
So put your 70 on this one.
That's
Same thing as 90.
the board.
I would be flipped opposite, right? I would be opposite direction. So you're going to flip the signs. Do not switch anything except for the signs. So everyone, I need your eyes up here. Brendan, talking to you. We have a +2, -1. What are opposite signs there?
Two.
-2, +1. And let's go ahead and graph that. -2, +1 would be A prime. And these just like look coolest to me. They're almost like a reflection diagonally, but they're not. Okay, a +7, -3 would be what?
Well, -7, +3.
Very good. -7, +3. Let's go ahead and graph that.
It's crazy.
And Selena, what would our last one be?
-7,
Very good. So we're just changing the signs, opposite signs. So -7, +7. So when you graph that, it should be like almost a mirrored image. Almost looks like a reflection across y equals x, but it is not. Again, we want to think about the signs here. We went from the positive negatives to the negative positives, which makes sense because all of our answers were negative positives. So all you have to do is go through and switch your signs. Don't let this last one trick you. Our first point is +1, -6. When I flip that, or not flip, when I change the signs, it would become what? -1, +6. So make sure you're still going into the negative there. -1, +6 would be D prime. So go ahead and finish those last.
Where's that?
-1, +6. You go. Always you do the x first. So -1.
Still in the same ball.
It'd be 4 or 7.
No, here it was +1, -6. Now we're going -6, positive. -1,
Be 4 or
positive.
7. That's all.
You may also think about it like directions. If I went to the right 1 and down 6,
Yeah.
I'm going to go complete opposite and left up. So if you go right down, I'm going to go left up. You're going complete opposite. So go ahead and finish those last two, and then we'll write the rule, and then we'll be done with notes. So just change your signs, don't flip any points. Okay, if we were going to write this as a rule, how do I write that I just changed the sign? How do I write that I just changed the sign? My x and y are still in the same places, right? How do I write that I'm changing the sign in a rule form? Negative x, negative y. Negative x, negative y. So write down your rule, negative x, negative y at the bottom, and then that concludes our note. Yes. You want to do an outro?
What was it?
We gonna holler at you.
You want